ItsMeShariB. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are just going to be doing a college advice video. Just putting out some tips for everyone who is going back to school, who may be new in college. This also can help you if you're not new. Maybe some of these things I have written down you didn't think of already. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so I don't have these tips in any specific order. I do have 10 of them, and I wrote them all down. That way I just wouldn't forget them. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start off with this first tip. It's really random, honestly. So it's basically just to cut index cards in half to save like money and to save space. Basically 9 times out of 10 you're not going to use like a full index card to write notes on. So if you have a class where you're just like memorizing vocabulary words or something like that, you can just cut them in half. You'll save some space, you'll save some cards, and if you only have a little bit of cards, this will definitely help. I don't know why I even thought of this idea. I maybe got it from somewhere else, but now that I know it, I use it like all the time, especially if I know I don't have a lot of stuff to write on the notes and stuff like that. Cut them in half, save some cards, save some space. So tip number 2 is mainly geared towards people who are in college. Is to take advantage of Amazon Prime's college discount. So basically if you sign up with your EDU email, you can get Amazon Prime for like 50% off, which is only $50, which is a really good deal for the whole year. Basically it just gives you 2-day shipping. You can get the Prime movies and stuff. You can watch movies and TV shows. You can get Prime Music and a whole bunch of different other stuff that they have, and I basically use it for like books and stuff, and then like just random stuff that I need throughout college. It's just really convenient to have it delivered within 2 days and not have to pay for shipping as well, and you get that all for the price of $50. Also, if you haven't even used it already, you can sign up for the 6-month free trial, so that can really get you through the first semester and help you get some free shipping and 2-day shipping and all that good stuff. So that is my second tip. Tip number 3 is basically for all the freshmen out there, because I know whenever I started I had no idea about this site, and it's basically Rate My Professor. Basically all you do is type in your school's name and the professor you're looking up, and you can look at that professor's ratings. That way you can see whether you want to take that class with that teacher or if you wanted to choose a different one. I think that the ratings on here are pretty accurate just because they are coming from college students who have taken this class before, and they'll tell you like whether like if attendance is mandatory, how the tests are, how they teach as a person. So I think that's a really good site to use. I personally always use this when I'm picking out my classes. That way I can just get the vibe for the teacher and see if it would be a good fit for me or not. The next tip is about the freshman 15, because I swear to you, freshman 15 is real. Like if you go into your freshman year just eating at the caf like 24/7, eating whatever, you will gain weight, and everybody will notice when you come back home for winter break because everybody did when I came home. So yeah, my advice with this is to just try and eat healthy every once in a while. You have a gym membership if your campus has a gym, go to it, you know, take some workout classes. That way you can kind of stay fit and in shape and everything, and just don't pig out all the time, because I know like when you're a freshman in college, you're living in a dorm, you don't have any way to make your own food, so you're basically just eating crap food. So my advice with this is to just try and stay healthy. Try to miss out on this freshman 15, because I promise if you don't, it will happen to you. So the next tip I have is kind of like a study tip, and this will kind of work for whatever grade you're in, like whether you're in college, high school, middle school. It's basically just to use 2 notebooks for class. So what I do with classes that are like really kind of hard and require a lot of studying, as a lot of classes do in college, is I take 1 notebook to class and I write down all my notes in here while I'm in class, you know, just sloppily get them all down, you know, as quick as I can, because some teachers don't even give out handouts and stuff like that. So I kind of just jot everything down in here, and then when I go back to my room or I get home, I take another notebook or another sheet of paper and I rewrite the notes out really nice and legible so that I can read them, because they're usually really messy from class. So I take the time and I write them out. I make them very detailed if I can remember any more stuff to put in it, and I think that this is just a really good study habit to do. That way you're hearing it in class and you're retaining it there, but then you're going back over it at home and making sure you get all the details and stuff down again, and very nice and neat. That way you can go back and study on them, because I find it really hard to study on notes that I take in class because they are so messy, because I try to write so fast and everything like that. So that is that tip. Okay, so for the next tip, it's just to save money on back to school clothes, and this is mainly for college kids, because I feel like before you go to college you don't really know how the scene is going to be. Like you want to get all nice and fancy, but I swear to you, college is not like that. Like you're not going to want to dress up 24/7. I mean, most of the time when I go to class I wear a t-shirt, some shorts, some sandals. That's about it. I'm pretty sure my freshman year I wore makeup like never, just because it was so hot where I went to school. So yeah, I would just save money on like really fancy clothes and, you know, buy some comfortable clothes. That way, you know, you can be comfortable during class. Like, nobody really dresses up unless, I don't know, you have to for class. So I would just keep that in mind when you're going back to school shopping. That way you don't spend too much money on stuff that you're probably not gonna wear. Okay, I don't know what number I'm on, but the next tip is to use Quizlet. Not just to look up answers like everybody does. I mean, you can do that too, because I mean, they be there, but to actually make your own Quizlet sets and stuff like that. Basically, if you don't like handwriting down your notes, I think it's a really good idea to put your notes into Quizlet, type them out and everything like that. And you can even download the app and just study them off of your phone, because it's like really convenient. You can have it with you all the time. You don't necessarily have to carry around the note cards. It's also probably good for someone who doesn't just like sitting there writing out notes. You can just sit there and type them, and it would be way more faster, way more convenient, and everything like that. The next tip that I have is pertaining to books, because books in college cost so much and I really don't understand why. But my tip that goes with this is, if you don't have to buy new books, don't buy new books, because you will waste so much money on them. So my tip is to basically go to class, see what your teachers say about books, and then sometimes teachers will be like, oh, it's not required, but you might want to get it. And that's when I don't even think twice about getting the book, because you probably won't use it. The only way that I usually buy a new book is if it requires like an access code and you have to have it. So if you didn't need an access code, I definitely recommend renting it or buying a used one, because it's going to save you a lot of money. So my next tip is going to be to get something that you can have that is going to organize when your due dates are, when you have tests and stuff like that, whether it be a planner, an app that tells you when you need to have stuff due, or even like a whiteboard, like those monthly whiteboards that you can put like on your desk or something, that can like just help you stay organized. Because if you have a lot of classes in college, it's very easy to like forget when something is due, or just have it slip your mind. The way I do it is I just get a planner. That way I can write everything out and I can kind of see a layout of my week, a layout of my month, letting me know when I have tests, when I have discussions due, when I have this due. So I think it's just a really good idea to go in it with a plan and stay organized, rather than just not having anything. So the very last tip that I have is to do your work ahead of time. I know this is like so cliche and like dumb to say, but I think it's a really good idea to get ahead when you can. That way when you need some time to, you know, fall back, you have cushion to fall on. So I think that that's a very good tip and idea to do, just because you never know what could come up in your week. You might want to go party on Thursday night, but you got homework due on Thursday. But if you did it on Monday, you can go turn up. That's pretty much all the tips that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this will kind of help somebody out there who, you know, I don't know anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Don't forget to drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe if you're a real one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.